So, I don't know about you, but I love Halloween, and this year I had a bit of a crazy idea. What if I completely transform my valley into a Halloween themed build? After making up my mind, I got to work tearing apart my valley and created something entirely new. Today, I'll be taking you on a tour of my first ever fully Halloween themed build, where every biome is inspired by everyone's favorite spooky holiday. So grab your candy bucket, put on your favorite costume, and get comfortable as we're about to explore what a Halloween themed build is all about. Greetings, gals, ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Welcome to my newest and spookiest valley build. Today, we'll be starting our Halloween Valley tour right here in the Plaza, which features a variety of Halloween homes, as well as various Halloween-themed staples like the Well of Souls, the Nightmare Before Christmas fountains, and some newer items like Yzma's potion bottles and the Spirit water curtains. Considering the Plaza is the heart and center of this Halloween-themed build, I wanted to ensure it set the tone for what to expect moving forward. Within this asymmetrical build, the central path and primary displays are lined with a variety of jack-o'-lanterns, which is something you're going to see a lot as I've placed several hundred jack-o'-lanterns throughout the valley. What was once a center for dining and commerce has now become a showcase for some of the game's spookiest architecture. I think one of my favorite features from this biome would be the backdrop behind Jack's house, which uses green streetlights to place a sinister silhouette around the iconic Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween hills. And this leads us into our second biome of the tour, the Sunlit Plateau. Of course, the front portion of the plateau is occupied by what we're featuring now, but the rest of the plateau has its own unique Halloween theme, and this front section is sealed off by a wall of glowing foliage panels. Moving into the Sunlit Plateau, I wanted to do a Halloween theme that still somewhat worked with the nature of this unique biome. Luckily, a recent update brought us one of the best spooky items for this region, the Hyena Den. My idea for this biome was to convert my once lush and thriving plateau into a land of death and decay, overtaken by ravenous hyenas. As you move through the plateau, you'll see the once lively trees and shrubs have died off, being replaced by mere shadows of their former selves, with the overabundance of hyenas throwing off the biome's delicate ecosystem. Pride Rock rests at the back of the biome, standing as the last bastion of hope for the decaying and decrepit land. And while Simba may not be too thrilled about the fate of his home, Scar seems to be doing just fine in his elephant graveyard. Now let's move on to the Forgotten Lands. Considering the Forgotten Lands are already spooky in nature, I actually didn't have to do that much renovating here. The Nightmare Castle courtyard has been thoroughly decorated for the season, and the dark forest behind the castle still stands. Though I was able to add one big renovation. Since Jack's home was moved to the Plaza, I had some free space to work with in the back of the biome. Moving past the Nightmare Castle and the Dark Forest, you'll find a foreboding graveyard which serves as a final resting place for those who dared to wander in uninvited. Our next destination in today's tour will be the peaceful Meadow. Now, I've always used my meadow as my primary garden, and that hasn't changed with this new build. though that's about the only thing that remained the same. The central path is now lined with jack-o'-lanterns and green lampposts exuding an eerie glow. The once clean and well-maintained brick fence has fallen into disrepair, taking on a more sinister look. Throughout the garden, you'll spot a wide variety of jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, thorny pillars, and some sea witch cauldrons brimming with dark magic. The biome also contains one of my favorite new homes, the cozy Halloween cottage. Resting in front of my various fruit trees and bushes, this new cottage features its own built-in Halloween decor, as well as some external additions I've placed around it. The last feature of this new meadow that we'll touch on lies in the cliff's edge, featuring a green bumblestone fence, ancient lights, and spirit water curtains, adding another layer to the eerie glow found throughout both the meadow and plaza. As we exit the meadow and make our way onto the shores of Dazzle Beach, we're greeted with a set of gargoyle thrones, thorny pillars, decaying plant life, and of course, more jack-o'-lanterns. Previously one of my most lush and vibrant biomes, the shore of Dazzle Beach is a mere skeleton of what it once was, overtaken by darkness. As we make our way past the pier and Moana's home, we find ourselves on a small island, rumored to be haunted by the ghosts of the crew that shipwrecked here, their poor, unfortunate souls twisting and distorting the land around them. This Dazzle Beach build is also where I relocated Scrooge and Daisy's shop after moving them out from my plaza. The grassy nook found in the back of Dazzle Beach has been covered in sinister brick, creating a small plaza with various Halloween decor and walkways lined with faintly glowing candles, providing a faint glow of light and hope to this grim, dark land. On the far left side of the shores, you'll find another newer Halloween decor item, the Halloween gazebo. Inside the gazebo rests a well of souls, providing the souls of those lost in this dark land a place to rest, with a calming ocean view. Moving on from the decaying shores of Dazzle Beach, we make our way into the dark swamp, known as the Glade of Trust. Once a thriving bayou ecosystem, the glade has also fallen into darkness, the trees and shrubs clinging to what little life remains here. As with our other biomes, a heavy number of jack-o'-lanterns are scattered throughout the walkways, making the spirit of Halloween the only spirit that thrives here. If the valley's residents are brave enough to trek through the dark swamp, they'll find respite in the culinary district, which features various restaurants and, of course, more Halloween decor. While most of the biome's residents may be saddened to see their beloved home fall into disrepair, the villainous occupants feel more at home than ever. The darkness that spread across the valley has dug its claws deep into this once lush glade, degrading the land into a sinister and vile place where only darkness can thrive. Moving on from the glade, it's time to traverse one of my favorite Halloween-themed builds, which can be found in the Forest of Valor. This Halloween build holds 3 separate Halloween districts: the Royal District, the Mulan District, and the Haunted District. The first area we'll explore upon entering this biome is the Royal District. Here you'll see iconic valley architecture such as the Dream Castle, Corona Castle, and Belle's Cottage. The once calming fountains within the Royal District have been replaced by a large showcase of jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treat buckets, and the iconic webbed tree from the first Halloween Starpath. Needless to say, those who occupy the Royal District have fully embraced the Halloween season. Across from the Royal District, we have the Mulan District. Stepping through the main gate, we're greeted with more of the sinister green glow we've grown accustomed to throughout the rest of the valley. The eastern architecture is surrounded by wells of souls, jack-o'-lanterns, potion bottles, and other variations of spooky decor. A stark contrast to its once colorful and bright setting featuring magnolias and cherry blossoms. Now for our final stop in the Forest of Valor, the Haunted District. One of my favorite features of this spooky area would have to be the entry gate, as it features an eerie green glow and the souls of those who haunt this foreboding forest. I was able to create this little ghost effect by placing 2 of the haunted organs on either side of the path, and the green glow comes from green streetlights nestled behind the foliage walls. The Haunted District lives up to its name by showcasing one of the most iconic Halloween homes in the game, the Haunted Mansion. Upon entering this district, the graves of the spirits who traverse this plane are of the first things to greet visitors. Decaying trees, twisted thorn briars, and various jack-o'-lanterns rest abundantly on the outskirts of the Haunted Mansion's borders, all while a sinister green glow lurks ominously in the background. As we make our way through the Haunted District, we approach our final Halloween biome, Frosted Heights. Now I know you may be thinking, Senpai, this looks a bit more like a Christmas build, but hear me out. I really struggled with the direction of this build, and I wasn't sure exactly how I would convert Frosted Heights into a spooky Halloween build. But then it hit me. What if Jack Skellington had actually succeeded in taking over Christmas? This simple what-if scenario is what inspired this build, which features a blend of Christmas Town and Halloween Town decor, creating an uncanny and somewhat uncomfortable holiday scene. Though the Christmas spirit persists in small portions of this cold, dark land, it is widely snuffed out by the sinister theme of Jack's nightmarish takeover. And while some of these gifts may be enticing to visitors and explorers, I would advise against opening them. If you've seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, you know exactly why that's for the best. Despite being a bit lost on this biome at first, I really enjoyed its creation once I found inspiration in Jack's ambitions. And I must say, the Pumpkin King has never been happier. Overall, the valley is more spooky and sinister than ever before, with darkness and dread lurking around every corner. Despite this project taking a couple of weeks and over 7 million star coins, I thoroughly enjoyed the process of creating this Halloween Valley build. if you appreciate all of the work that's gone into today's video. It would mean a lot to me and the spirits that reside here if you'd press that like button. For my next Valley build, I'm planning to do a massive Christmas theme, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. If you would like to see me work on these builds in real time, you can find me on Twitch Monday through Friday. Links to both my Twitch channel and Discord server can be found in the video description down below. As always, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have, or had, a happy Halloween.